Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jupiter James and this is Astro Motivation, where I awaken the astrologer within you and aim to give you a little inspiration and motivation per your unique placement within your birth chart. You know, I really do feel that before a time of iPhones and iPads and I this and I that, we were a culture and a society that were better able to look up at the stars and understand exactly where our dreams were and how to get them. And so if that sounds good to you, let's go ahead and get into it. Today I'm excited to bring you a very well requested topic, shockingly but not shockingly, about gay placements within the birth chart. How to tell if someone may be gay, if they're bi-curious, or if they fall anywhere on the spectrum of the LGBTQIA plus spectrum, okay? Now, I really do want to preface this video by saying I want you to take a very tender and caring approach to these topics, okay? The topics that I present to you and the placements that I present to you is to not give you license to go around either outing people or, you know, claiming that they are when they say that they aren't, because you never know where a person could be within their development within these placements. And also the placements that I do give out, if they do not really resonate with you, or you don't feel that you fall into that category, even though it is what it is in the chart and you don't feel that way, then that is okay as well. This video is not to point any fingers out at anyone, not to out anyone. It's simply to bring the astrological knowledge of what the stars consider as someone who could be on the LGBTQIA plus spectrum in whatever way that that falls, okay? So again, take it with a very tender and caring approach. This is all for learning purposes only, okay? And to strengthen your astrological knowledge. And so if that sounds good to you, let's go ahead and get into it. Grab your birth chart, grab your placements, grab a pen and paper, because it's gonna be super comprehensive, all right? Let's go. The first indicator in the birth chart that immediately lets me know if someone could fall on the spectrum of the LGBTQIA plus family, or is curious about those things, or has that tendency, would be in any of the Uranian placements, okay? Meaning, if you have Uranus or Aquarius in the 1st, 5th, 7th, and 8th house, then this would show that you have tendencies to maybe veer in that way, or you want to be seen as that way, or dibble and dabble in that realm of life, okay? You could be potentially bisexual or curious. You'll just be someone, when you have heavy Aquarian or Uranus placements being in the 1st, 5th, 7th, or 8th, especially in the 8th or within Scorpio, you're gonna be someone who really wants something different, okay? That's just simply put what it is. And something different in our world, in our 3D reality, in society, is same sex, or just different types of sex that you enjoy in this life, okay? So that is one of the telltale signs for me that someone could fall in the, you know, LGBTQ family, all right? Also, Uranus or Aquarius on the 7th house could show this as well. It shows that you will not only like very interesting people, but you may also desire same-sex relationships, okay? Or yeah, that is what that would show, all right? The second indicator in the birth chart is if you have Uranus conjunct Neptune in the 5th, 7th, or 8th houses. Now, this is gonna be a little bit tricky because sometimes this person will struggle with their own sexual nature, okay? This person could be bisexual and not know it, or they will desire certain sexual needs and cravings but not really understand, and that's all due to the Neptune aspect, all right? So it will take somewhat of a learning curve, or for them to really develop and get in touch with their inner self in order to really come around to terms with their personal sexuality. But Uranus conjunct Neptune in the 5th, 7th, or 8th can provide this type of indicator, okay, of being in the LGBTQIA. They could fall more in the questioning type of aspect, okay? So that is what, or the curious aspect of things, okay? So this is what this would show. The next indicator is going to be by conjunction, okay? We're gonna use the conjunctions in the charts, all right? And so one of the telltale conjunctions that I see that someone could fall within the gay spectrum of life, or within that family or community, would be Uranus in Scorpio. That's a very, very big indicator. Uranus in Scorpio, or Uranus conjunct Sun, Uranus conjunct Venus is a big one. This is one of those telltale signs, okay, that someone can be seen or is showing up in a very different way in society. They could really be leaning towards that, okay? Especially Uranus conjunct Venus or Uranus conjunct Sun is a very, very big one, all right? This person will not like rules. They'll not like what is established. They'll want to carve their own path, and usually that can be within not only just their daily lives and how they conduct business and themselves, but it'll also just be within what they crave, what they desire sexually or romantically, okay? The next indicator in the birth chart is if you have your Aquarian degrees, okay? And the Aquarian degrees in the birth chart are the 11th degree or the 23rd degree, okay? If those Aquarian degrees are on your ascendant, which means your first house, all right, your descendant, the 7th house, or if those degrees of 11 or 23 are on your sun or your Venus, these are going to be telltale signs that someone is going to be leaning more towards the, you know, LGBTQIA family, all right? They're going to be someone that's quite different in life. They're going to show up differently. They're going to want every part of their lives to show up differently, okay? Especially if it's in the 11th, all right? They're really going to be about that life, all right? And they're going to be a part of the community, all right? So this is one of the telltale signs that someone enjoys that type of, you know, situations in life, all right? The next indicator in the chart is if you have Venus in Aquarius, Venus in the 11th house, or Venus in Gemini can indicate sometimes bisexuality, especially if it's in a male's chart. This is what this would show, okay? The next indicator in the chart is if you have a stellium in Aquarius. Wherever that stellium is in your chart, I don't care where Aquarius falls in your chart, if there are copious amounts of planets, especially your personal planets, along with the stellium in Aquarius, this is going to give that indicator. Or if you have a stellium in 11th house, this is going to give that indicator as well, that they could be a part of the LGBTQIA spectrum in life, okay? Now this is the next indicator, and this one is a really, really, really good indicator, okay? This is going to be using the asteroid Sappho, more for women in lesbian relationships, or Ganymede, more for men in gay relationships, okay, or gay tendencies. And you will really want to run these asteroids. I'm going to put the information of how to run those asteroids in the chart just to see. And so if you are a woman, if you have Sappho in the 1st, 4th, 7th, or 8th, or in Scorpio, this is going to indicate, this is going to be a really big indicator or a really big gay placement in the chart. Or if you have Ganymede, okay, the asteroid Ganymede as a man, and it lies in your 1st, 4th, 7th, or 8th houses, or 8th houses, or in Scorpio, this is going to be a telltale indicator that this is the sign of someone who could lean that way or be that way in life, okay? They could be gay. They could be within the LGBTQIA family, all right? It's a very heavy and poignant placement, okay? So follow those directions. Really check out to see if you are falling in these placements, or if you know someone who falls in this placement, because this could show that this person could find interest in those things, okay, in this area of life, all right? Lastly, the last one is using the asteroid of Juno. Juno is what we crave and what we desire in relationships within the birth chart, okay? It's an asteroid, all right? I'm going to give the information right here as to how to find Juno in the birth chart. And if your Juno is in the 11th house, or has an Aquarian degree, or is in Aquarius, right, this is going to be a very big placement within your chart that you could be gay, or that person is gay, okay? So those are my top indicators within the birth chart. Please know that there are a plethora, a cornucopious amount of different placements within the chart, but these are the ones that are the most obvious within the chart, especially as a beginner getting into astrology. I gave you some really, really good ones. Again, I have to say that if you do have these placements and you are not a part of the LGBTQIA family, that this is not to out you. This is not to say that you are or that person is. Just know that this is what astrology considers this to be, okay? So this is all for learning purposes only. I really do hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any of these indicators or something like it in the chart, and I'll write back to you what you may be experiencing, or what that person whose chart you may be reading or curious about could be or is in this life, okay? You have a beautiful, blessed day, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.